Hello guys and welcome back to the SimpliCode programming channel. This is Vikesh and let's get started with today's topic, which is about packages in Java. Now I have been using the concept of packages all the while in all the sessions, but we never focused particularly on packages and why we need them, how do we create them, what are the thumb rules. So we will focus on all of those questions in this particular session. So first of all, just to get the definition out, a package is basically a grouping of related types. Now, these types can be classes, they can be interfaces, they can be abstract classes, they can be nested classes or whatnot. But the basic idea is that you try to keep everything which is related to each other at one place. It's quite similar to how you arrange your house or how you arrange your office or how you arrange your work desk. You try to keep the similar kind of stuff together. For example, you might have a particular rack in your almirah where you keep all the books. You might have a different rack where you keep clothes. Generally, you won't mix books and clothes together in a single rack, right? Because they don't belong together. And that's the concept basically which Java packages try to put you or give you to implement in your programming language and your project as well. So it's a logical way of grouping related classes and types together. That's what packages do. And if I take you back to the Eclipse IDE before I go any further, you will see all these square looking objects, right? These all are packages. You see the square icons, these boxes, these are packages. And the way you create packages is basically, if you just go to the SRC, let me go back to the SRC and you right click on this, you go to new, you will get an option of package. So you can go click here and write any name of your package. Let's say test.package. Couple of things to note is that packages follow this convention of dot, and that is how you nest a package into other, or that is how you create a hierarchy of packages and sub packages. So you can create this as a package, which is fine. And you can also create dot something else, dot something else, dot something else, and you can go further as well. Other thing to notice is that this will not accept keywords. You can see it says else is not a valid Java identifier because else is a keyword, a reserved keyword in Java. So make sure that you are not using those reserved keyword names in this particular package name. So it can be test dot, test1 dot, test2 dot, test3, whatever. So just make sure that you're not using keywords here and you can create the hierarchy. Now, how do you name them? Different organizations and different project teams follow different naming conventions. This is your area. This is fully customizable, so you can write it the way you want it. Generally, what companies do is they put their domain name from the backwards. So, for example, Google.com might have a package called com.google. Similarly, Amazon.com might have a package called com.amazon internally. This is something which might have been there, but they might have chosen something else. But this is sort of the standard convention that you just reverse the domain name of your application and you write the package name backwards. That is the general convention. And after that, once you have written that, let's say if you have written com.google, this is the top domain name. Now, after that, you specify what you want to do. Let's say you are implementing a web package. Then you can be even more specific. Okay, web package is a huge package. What is specifically this package will be doing inside the web package? So let's say HTML. HTML might not be a right example, but let's say some front-end code, front-end auth logic, let's say. So now this can be a valid package because if somebody reads the package, they can understand what would be lying inside the package. This hugely improves readability, and please do spend a good amount of time in naming your packages right. Because once you write the code is going to be living for many, many years to come, and many other developers, once you leave the organization, many other developers will be looking at that code, and you would like to make their lives easy by understanding the code by just looking at the package name. So please name the package names correctly. And once you have written this package name as, for example, in this case, front-end auth logic, or let me say front-end dot auth logic. Once you have written this package name as auth logic, then make sure that only the classes which belong to this particular business requirement are present inside this package. No other unrelated class should go inside the package. That is something also which developer have to take care of. So this is again the responsibilities of the developers, that they make sure that whatever goes inside this particular package is only relevant to the package. There's no irrelevant stuff which should go inside the package. Again, this is to improve readability, searchability, maintainability, and tons of other out of the box benefits you get. So that is how you create the packages. Now let me go back to the documentation and talk about why would you use that. Let's look at some of the more benefits of it. So if you scroll down in this official documentation, you will find bunch of reasons and benefits of it. First of all, you and other programmers can easily determine that these types are related, because if some classes and some types are sitting inside a package, then there is an expectation that those classes and types serve the purpose of that package only. It also provides a benefit that you and other programmers can easily find the types that can provide a particular type of functionality. Again, the same concept of aggregating single functional classes into these packages. That if you are writing, let's say, a banking application, and if you have a package called interest rates, then everything inside the calculation of the interest rate and the specification of the interest rates should sit inside that particular package only. Similarly, the names of your type would not conflict with the type names in the other packages. That is also a huge benefit of packages, that once you start writing a particular class inside a package, and if you make that particular class as private package, then that particular class will be visible only within the package. And you can again recreate the exact same class with the exact same name in another package. Let me give you an example. So if I go to, let's say, the inheritance example, here I have a class called bicycle. This is a bicycle class. And if you see strategically, I have not put public here. I have removed the public identifier here. So this class is only visible within this package called .inheritance. This particular class will only be visible in this package to these other classes. Now, if I go, let's say, if I go to method overriding, I have another bicycle.java here. If I open this, this is also a class. These two classes are exactly the same, but they don't conflict with each other because both of them are package private and they live in different packages, and only those packages can see them. This particular class is present in this particular package, which ends with .method overriding, and this particular class ends in a package which ends with .inheritance. So if I go here, let's see, if I go to the main class, and if I try to type bicycle and I put control space, you see I only get the suggestion of this package private bicycle class, which is sitting inside the method overriding package itself. What if I change the visibility of this inheritance package bicycle class to public? Let's make it public. And now if I go back to the method overriding demo, which is sitting in the method overriding package, where I already have a bicycle class. And now if I type bicycle and I do control space, I get two options. One is from the local package. And because I have made the other bicycle class as public, I get that as well as a suggestion. And if I import this one, you see now the inheritance package bicycle class has been imported in the method overriding package. It can create a lot of confusion. That's why it is always a good practice to work with the access modifiers really well and try to restrict the visibility of the classes to what they should be accessible at. And that's why it's a good practice to keep the classes within the package private visibility so that they're only visible within the package. This will help you in a lot of ways, providing any kind of problems around ambiguity. So ambiguity is a big problem when you have huge projects with a lot of similar class names. So that's all I want to cover in the session of packages. And you can obviously nest packages within one another. You can go as long as the package name you want to be. Just make sure that there are no keywords in those package names. So that's all for this particular session. And in the next session, we are going to talk about a very interesting concept, which is called recursion. If you like this particular video, a thumbs up would be massively appreciated. And please don't forget to subscribe to SimpliCode for more programming related videos. Thank you, and we'll meet again in the next session.